Adverb adventure. Exploring frequency adverbs with auxiliary verbs. Hello, language explorers. In this video, we are going to dive deep into the exciting world of frequency adverbs with auxiliary verbs. It's a vital topic that can enhance your skills when talking about daily routines and habits in English. Remember, mastering these will help you sound more like a native speaker. First, let's do a quick recap on what frequency adverbs are. They are words like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never, which tell us how often something happens. An example might be, I usually have breakfast at 8 a.m. Before we jump into using frequency adverbs with auxiliary verbs, let's understand what auxiliary verbs are. They are also known as helper verbs, as they help to give more meaning to the main verb in a sentence. The most common auxiliary verbs in English are be, have, and do. An example might be, I have eaten breakfast. Now, let's look at frequency adverbs with auxiliary verbs. The general rule here is that the frequency adverb should come after the auxiliary verb. Let's take a look at an example to illustrate this rule. Consider this sentence, I am usually working at this time. Here, am is the auxiliary verb and usually is the frequency adverb. Notice how usually comes right after am, the auxiliary verb. Let's look at a few more examples to understand this better. I have never seen such a beautiful sight before. We are always talking about improving our English skills. You do usually complete your work on time. However, like many rules in English, there are exceptions. When the sentence is negative, the frequency adverb comes before the auxiliary verb. Here's an example. I never do forget to brush my teeth. In this case, never comes before do, not after. It's important to remember this exception to the rule. So, that's it for today's lesson, folks. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to use frequency adverbs with auxiliary verbs. With practice, these will soon become second nature to you. Don't forget to practice what you've learned, and keep exploring the world of English language. Until next time, happy learning!